Hola!
Hello and welcome to Somos Uno, brought to you by Synergy One Lending.
As always, today we strive to create an asset that serves those in the Latino community.
And with the help of today's special guest, we seek to create ties with the places, culture, and the stories of the people that we serve.
Just like we want all of you to set goals and get inspired, our goal is to do our part as the trusted voice for the Latino community. So Lili, let's get started.
Joining us for this segment, we have one of the franchise owners from Whitehurt Realtors, Vanessa Ruelas. She's here to inspire us with her story. Like many of us, she was at a low point in her life when she got some inspiration not only from her family, but through her work to become the person that she is today. She's going to tell us all about it, and hopefully she'll inspire you to go out and chase that dream that you have. So let's welcome Vanessa. Vanessa, thank you for being here today. Like many people, I think we all have a story. We've gone through struggles. But you were telling me earlier about your life and about how you got to the point that you are today. You told me there's a particular point in your life that just changed everything. So why don't we start from there and introduce yourself to the audience and let us know what happened that, finally turned things around for you.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a privilege to be here. I'm Vanessa Ruelas with Whitehurt Realtors Twin Cities. And it not very special. We went through a very, very hard time. My kids and I woke up one day and life had changed. And so we struggled a great deal to begin with. And then at that point, I'm looking at 3 children who are depending on me. And
what are their ages at this point?
At this time, 10, 11, and 16.
And are you a single mom?
And I'm a single parent all of a sudden.
Okay.
And so, it's nothing special. It happens to everybody. But what was special is that my mother had a great deal of confidence in me. And she said, why don't you become a real estate agent? And I had never thought, I didn't have college education to rely upon. And so I said, great, how do I do this? And I found out it's not cheap to be a real estate agent. So we actually literally did do some yard sales to be able to raise the funds, to be able to get licensing and the fees that it would take to become a real estate agent. And it's probably the best thing I ever did.
So you were at a little low point, you would say.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And just with your mom saying, get up and be a realtor, you did it?
Yes,
just like that?
She pulled the covers back off and she goes, Mika, I did not raise you to be a quitter. You will be a real estate agent because sky's the limit with real estate.
It's like the power of a mom, right?
Yes, it is.
No matter what age.
When I didn't have faith in myself, my mother had faith in me. So it was so wonderful.
Well,
she was a
beautiful.
little 4'11" mini general, and God love her. But so I started off taking all the courses and I passed them. Then I interviewed with several companies who was going to give me the best training, and I ended up picking a company that was absolutely wonderful. I had entered a mentorship program. There was a gentleman by the name of Steve Lamberson, who to this day, I owe him everything. He believed in me just like my mother believed in me.
And this was right away, as soon as you finished, you found this great company and
right.
Things were
as soon as I had that
great.
license, I had to make a living. I had 3 children looking at me. I had to make sure the electricity was on and food was in the refrigerator. Right. So there was no stopping me. I had a responsibility, and that's what I did. So I went through the program. I was very successful. My first year, I became Rookie of the Year, which means I earned over $150,000 my first year in real estate.
Going from what? What was like your previous year?
I actually owned a couple furniture stores.
Okay, so you were an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I was
Always
an entrepreneur,
been.
yes.
Yeah.
And so life changes and then you move on. Yeah. So I was very fortunate to be able to go through the proper training, extreme success, Rookie of the Year, and it just really was a passion that I did not know that I had. I love talking to people. I love helping people. It's what better living can you make to go look at houses,
right.
And that's the American dream.
Well, for you, obviously, that was your passion. Because
Yeah.
to some people, that might not sound interesting, but that's perfect that you found your passion if you love doing it.
When you can help somebody make a house a home, there's no greater reward than to be able to help a family create memories and good positive memories. And so After many, many years, I decided that I wanted to be independent and you know, go back to being my own business owner. So that's what I did. I started Twin Cities, and we recently franchised into Weichert Realtor, which is the largest independently family-owned real estate corporation in the country. They have over 500 offices, and now they are moving, a movement coming into California that is just phenomenal. Their training, their tools are something that I can be very proud of in helping other young people coming into a real estate career that can dramatically change their quality of life. Not everybody is suited for college.
Yeah.
I wasn't suited for college, but I also had a responsibility to feed my family. So it was wonderful in that I was able to have independence. I was able to make a great deal of money, blessed more than most.
Yeah.
But there's also a way to do it. You have to have mentorship. You have to have the proper tools. And with Weichert Realtors, that's exactly what I'm able to provide for all my agents.
And it sounds like you worked really hard in the beginning.
Yes.
As soon as you got in, you just started working hard and making sure you got to where you wanted
There
to be.
was 60, 65-hour work hours in the week that I worked, and Saturday through Saturday. It was, but I had a responsibility. But I also knew that if I'm successful, the family's successful. I had, it's so much so that I was able to pay for 3 colleges. I was able to pay to have us to have
turn
our own
everything
home.
around.
Everything. I think the only thing that people are afraid of is success. They need to step into those shoes and say, yes, I deserve it. How do I do it? And if you
I
have
agree.
somebody who can say, this is the way, and yes, it's going to be hard work, but the rewards are many. And in real estate, I encourage the young people to come into real estate because it really is about the future. It really is about the new generations and developing their standards of living. And real estate may be the career that answers that for them.
And I think also, you know, with the youth, it's a different form of doing it too, right? They really changed it up.
Yes, I mean, the old days, we were like doing paper and everything. Now everything's technology, thank goodness.
And you've adapted to that.
Yes, thank goodness.
Okay.
And not without hardship either, because, you know, this old girl's a
Some
little bit
more
of a
hard work.
dinosaur. Yes, it's hard work, but I got to tell you, what the youth brings in technology today with old-fashioned service, you cannot beat it. It is just an incredible avenue for people to achieve what their dreams are.
I love it. I think that's beautiful. I think it's beautiful that you were able to stay family oriented, like you said, with, you know, when you first got in, you said Steve made that big difference, probably feeling like a family, and then moving on to having your own business.
Yes.
And then now still being, you know, a family-owned company.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful that you were able to do that. And again, probably started because your mom put that in you, right, from the beginning.
There's nothing like supportive family. There's nothing like your own personal cheerleader, and all mothers are their children's cheerleader. But most importantly, she was very real and very helpful in helping to direct me on a path where I felt lost. And that's the wonderful thing about having a great mom.
I love it. I couldn't end on a better note. Thank you so much for being with us. I really appreciate it. And I know you're going to inspire many people, many Latinas, many moms, everyone to just, you know, if they're in the same point that you were, it's possible.
Everything is possible through hard work and dedication and someone who believes in you.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Every client.
Every client.
Every client.
Every client.
Every time,
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
no exceptions,
No exceptions.
No exceptions.
No exceptions.
No excuses.
no excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Every
client.
Every time.
No
No exceptions. No excuses.
Welcome back. Our next guest is someone who oversees a local program designed to help adults obtain elementary certificates and also further their education in their native language, but he also helps them become eligible to take college-level courses. So if you've ever thought of signing up to a local community college, but you don't know if that's a fit for you or if you qualify, well, we've got Carmelino Cruz. He's here from Palomar College. and he's here to give us the inside scoop on the various programs and activities that their ESL department offers, and also what other options we have to expand our knowledge. Let's welcome Carmelino. Hello, Carmelino. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.
So just to introduce yourself, you're from Palomar College, and explain to our viewers what you do at Palomar College.
Well, we are in San Marcos. We're one of the California community colleges. What I do at Palomar is I coordinate one of our Spanish literacy program in the ESL department.
So a lot of people hear ESL. I don't know about you, but I hear it. And I always think it's for Spanish speakers because of the community that we're in, but it's English as a second language, right?
Correct.
So in the community that we're in, San Diego, I imagine you get a lot of Spanish speakers.
Correct. The majority.
Is that your focus?
Well, it's one of our focus. The majority of our students are Spanish speakers, but we also serve basically anybody who wants to learn English, whether it be for academic purposes, for personal reasons, or whatever it may be that they want to learn the language. So we serve all languages.
And in doing my research, I learned that you guys provide elementary and high school certificates. Is that right?
It's half right.
Okay,
so
tell me.
we do
Clear it up.
Elementary and the equivalent of middle school or secundaria, not high school. So not GEDs or things like that, but we do offer elementary certificates or basic education for which is equivalent of elementary and middle school from Mexico. So it's a Mexican.
For our viewers, secundaria is similar to middle school.
Correct,
Not exactly
correct.
the same,
Not-
but it's pretty
exactly,
it's similar.
exactly.
It's what we would translate it to.
Yes.
So you offer those two. And how did that come about? Was there a need in the community for this program?
Well, this program started, it's a partnership between Palomar College and the Mexican Consulate in San Diego.
Okay.
And it started in the year 2000. And because of a need in the community, so it's been there for a long time, and we keep on serving it. We had 10 classes. We're still working with a little bit less of classes, but we're serving about 300 students in our community.
Wow, that's pretty big. And other colleges, I assume, offer something similar, or is it just specially here?
Well, we were actually they're known as plazas comunitarias. We were actually the first one in the United States.
Wow,
So
okay.
there are some community colleges that offer, but not everybody. There are other agencies and nonprofits that offer it throughout the county, but we are the only one in the county that offers as a college class.
That's amazing. No wonder I hadn't heard of it. When I read up on it, I was like, this is really interesting. And I thought it was a great idea. It's a great concept. So do you guys get referrals from the consulate because you work with them?
We get referrals from the consulate. A lot of it is community-based. So we also work with migrant education. We work with churches. We work with the parent liaisons at the elementary schools, at middle schools, and high schools as well. So we get our classes are off-site, so they're at some of those locations, so we basically get referrals from those places.
Oh, that's interesting. So they offer the classes
Correct.
at other places, not
Correct.
just at the college. You don't have to go there if you're not in the area.
That's correct. That's
Okay,
correct.
so what other locations could people
We
possibly inquire about going
We
to?
offer classes in Ramona at Ramona High School. We
Okay.
offer them in Escondido at some apartment complexes, at Rose Elementary, at St. Francis in Vista, and at Paseo del Oro in San Marcos.
That's amazing. So it's accessible to a lot of different
Correct.
people in different areas if maybe their times don't work with the classes you guys offer there. So what have you seen from being, you said now going close to 11 years, what have you seen has been the need that the community needs? What's the main focus? Is it towards those early certificates? You said you guys offer like even just basic literacy classes, or
Correct.
what have you seen has been the biggest improvement or the biggest need for the community?
Well, it varies. So our community, their education level varies, but the unique thing about Palomar is that it doesn't matter where you are at, that we have something for you. So whether your objective is literacy, to learn and read and write, we have that. If you're a professional and want to do any of our other programs at Palomar College and want to change your career, you could do that. If you are graduating high school and you kind of still don't know what you want to do, we have plenty of programs at Palomar. So the needs, they vary. They vary. Like our
Through
community,
the
it's
program,
different.
what have you seen?
through the program, as far as need,
Yes.
I would probably say the continuation of a lot of our students want to continue to a GED or the equivalency of a high school diploma. I think that's something, a need that that is definitely there.
And the GED you offer in Spanish, or you offer that only in English now because you have to go through the
Well,
other
we don't
courses?
offer the GED.
Oh, you don't?
We don't
Okay.
offer the GED. So we unfortunately we don't, but there are other adult education classes that offer it throughout the community. So sometimes we make referrals, but unfortunately at this time we
So you
do
can
not
get
offer
them
it.
started, get them ready to go
Correct.
there.
Correct.
Once they do it, they can come back to you and
Correct.
you can keep the process
Correct.
going.
Or if they don't want to do a GED and just want to continue to English classes, then they can go ahead and continue to
So
those
you
classes.
do provide English classes at the school?
Correct.
And is that something that they do off location, or that's only at the school?
We offer some, the majority of them are at our location, our main campus, our centers, and we also offer them in different parts of the community.
I love it. I honestly haven't heard of a program like this before. And like you said, it's so unique to the area with a lot of Latinos being here. But you guys said you also serve other communities. So what other communities have you guys seen make use of this program?
Well, we have, of the ESL program, we have, we have refugees. We have refugees from different countries. We have, like I said, people who are, sometimes people that just, who are here on student visas. So there's basically a big community of just like San Diego, it's very diverse. Again, dominated heavily on the Hispanic side, but we have people from different parts of the world.
So have you seen any of the students going back to that student visa, possibly affected now that we have this issue going on with the FISA? Have you seen any, issues with some of the students that are the dreamers that are, possibly getting, I don't know if that's something that you guys apply at your school where students, can go through the DREAM program. And have you seen any of those students affected where you're at?
No, they are, there's, or can you rephrase your question?
For the Dreamers, I'm
For the
sure
Dreamers, okay,
I'm
'cause-
sure you're
'cause-
aware the Dreamers been
yes.
pretty big, affected here in San Diego. A lot of Latinos specifically have been affected, and I know that they provide your tuition fees to possibly go to school. So is that something that you've seen in this program specifically of students affected?
Well, they're not necessarily affected, but we do offer. I'm part of also a group called ALAS, which is the Association of Latino Allies for Student Success. And part of what we do is we try to advocate for those students, whether they be Dreamers, undocumented, or AB 540, or of a mixed status. So directly, there hasn't been an impact, but Palomar has been very proactive in offering services and support to Dreamers and students in that situation.
Well, it truly seems like it, having this program, creating it, and like you said, you've been in it now over 10 years, and it's been around about 18 years.
Correct.
So you got in there pretty early on, and you've probably seen it grow. So it's really cool. Honestly, I learned a lot just from doing my research and seeing that this is an option. So I couldn't think of a better way to introduce this to the community through Somos Uno. We're trying to just help people progress themselves, and whatever their goal is, make sure they meet that goal. So I love that you were able to join us. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to do a quick little shout out in Spanish for those people, like you said, that can possibly go to your class, go ahead.
Claro que sí, pues la invitación está abierta para todos los miembros de la comunidad que quieran ya sea obtener su certificado de primaria y o secundaria, que Palomar College está abierto para ustedes y para toda la comunidad para que cumplan sus metas académicas.
Perfecto, muchas gracias.
A usted.
Introducing S1 Connect by Synergy One Lending, a company committed to making your home buying experience easy and convenient. S1 Connect is the best way to simplifying your home buying experience so that you can get your dream home faster. Whether you're a baby boomer, a millennial, or a luxury home buyer, S1 Connect offers you the opportunity to receive real-time notifications about your home loan so that you're informed every step of the way. Apply for a loan from anywhere. Compare various loan scenarios to help determine which product best fits your needs. Track your home loan progress with real-time notifications. Safely and securely upload loan documents from your mobile device. And have instant access to your loan officer and real estate agent. Basically, we're all about speed, ease, and expertise at Synergy One, so download the S1 Connect app today. To learn more about S1 Connect, visit us at s1lending.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to find out everything we have going on at Synergy One Lending.
Welcome back. Our last guests are a husband and wife duo taking over the South Bay real estate market. Wherever you drive around Chula Vista, you are likely to run into one of these signs on a street corner. That means Team Martinez is hard at work, helping someone else make what they call one of the 3 big steps to take in life, buying a home. Proud Latino team, Martinez brings that sense of family and care to every client, making sure that every sale is the perfect fit. To tell us all about what we have today is Angelica and Robert Martinez, Team Martinez. I'm very excited to have you guys on today. So we have Angelica and Robert, the Martinez team.
We're excited to be here too, Ignacio.
So I want to ask you guys, how did you guys get into real estate?
I'll let Robert start.
Well, we started real young, at 19 years old, when we purchased our first home in Bonita. And we were just really involved, I think more involved than normal buyers in the whole home purchase process. And from there, I mean, I think our broker just saw something natural in that and asked us to get our license. And I mean, we procrastinated for about 3 years or so, but we finally did it and just, went forward with it.
No, you know what? That's awesome that you guys were asking all those questions. Most buyers, as you guys know, typically don't ask you all the questions. What's this? What's that? They're just so excited to get into that first house that they forget to ask about some of the details, which, like we spoke earlier, that gets people into trouble sometimes, that they don't ask the right questions, or maybe they don't have the right guidance from the right, agent or loan officer to say, hey, here's what this is about. And that's part of the thing that we talked about, where people got in trouble several years ago because they didn't understand their loans. They didn't understand what was going on. But so how did you get involved with your husband?
To be honest, it was a schedule issue for us. We have a big family. We have 3 small kids at home, and we were looking for a way to accommodate our kids. And then when Robert got into the business, it was very fascinating for me. I love helping people. And that's one huge thing for me, just helping people get through the process, helping them understand, helping people realize that they can become homeowners. So many people think that purchasing a home is unrealistic. And it's really fulfilling for me to help people get through that process. So once I kind of followed and watched him in the process, it really, really inspired me to get involved.
I think I can see what your broker saw in you guys at first, because there's one thing that you can't teach. You can teach the business, you can teach contracts, you can teach how to negotiate. You can't teach that heart of helping the Hispanic community, or just helping the community as a whole. That's one thing that I could definitely see in both of you guys, just from our brief time talking outside, that you guys do care about people, that you want to make sure that they're in the right situation, in the right, in the right place to purchase something. And you're right, people can buy a home. There's a lot of people out there that don't think that they can buy a home, but I think it's one of my, again, as a loan officer, one of the most rewarding things that I do as well, like you guys do, when we can get somebody that never thought they could own their own home, because there are programs that help them with a down payment, with closing costs.
Absolutely.
And we just have to educate people to say, hey, we can get you guys there. I just need your help with this, this, and this. And people are willing to help us out and become homeowners.
Yes.
So tell me about your listing. You guys want to share something with us that you have on the market coming up?
Yes, so we have something coming soon. It hasn't hit the market yet. It is going to be in the South Bay area. It's considered San Diego, but in what we like to call Otay Mesa.
Okay.
What I love about this property, that it's perfect for a small family, somebody just starting out. It is under $275,000.
Wow.
It's we're talking about a condo. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Very, very cute small home, like I said, for somebody just trying to start out, the first time home buyer. Under $275,000 in San Diego right now is very hard to come upon. So
it is just where rents are nowadays. It actually makes more sense to start looking at buying something and getting your foot in the door, because if you can start with something small, you guys have seen this many times. You get somebody into a condo, and then they build up some equity, and then you can get them to their dream home eventually by selling that house and everything else.
Right.
Do you have an idea where the price point is going to be for this house?
we are going to list it at $265,000.
$265,000?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Perfect. So I wanted to ask you guys also, how do you guys market yourselves? How do you guys I mean, it's the husband and wife team. I love the idea because that shows a lot about you guys. Shows the family essence. Shows, you know, the husband's there responsible, the wife is there too. And I think you guys are great because you can connect with pretty much any couple that comes into your office on both sides. What is the biggest value that you guys bring to your clients?
I think our slogan kind of says it all, because together everyone achieves more. And kind of touching on what you were saying earlier about, you know, just really caring about the customer, really care about the client, the home buyer or the seller. You know, we put them before ourselves a lot, and that's what we strive for. And really, we're all referral based right now because of that care towards that client. We put them first, and they see it, and it kind of just goes from there. We kind of just let them do the marketing for us.
Yeah.
We build really strong relationships with our clients. They're not just clients to us. It's important for us to really get to know them, to get to know their families, what their ultimate goal is, you know. We set up a plan and really work with them. Most of our clients come to us and we don't help them purchase a home, you know, tomorrow. Most of them come to us and they're not quite ready. They want to know, what do we need to do and where do we stand? And we set up a plan with them. You know, let's take a few months and let's figure out how we can best help you. What can we do to really help you guys achieve the goals that you're trying to achieve? And just like Robert said, you know, we really care about our clients. Most of them, after the fact, become really good friends of ours. We stay in contact with them, you know, throughout the years, and it's really nice. It's a really nice way to meet new people. I mean, it's not just a job.
No, it absolutely is. And you know what? I mean, that's, you know, how I've said it in the past, and I know you guys have heard this probably before, but we're not in the real estate business. We're not in the house business or loan business. We're really in the people business.
Absolutely.
Because that's what it's about. We're people helping other people achieve where they want to get to. So I'm very thankful to have met you guys, and I can definitely see your hearts where you're serving the community and, you know, taking your own experience when you bought a home. I think you want to share that experience with people. Say, hey, you know what, you can ask questions, you can try to negotiate, and you can actually get this thing done and get it done right. So I want to thank you guys again for coming on the show with us, and I hope you guys will, you know, come back again soon.
Thank you, Ignacio.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
We
you for having
appreciate
us.
it.
Thank you guys. And with that, we are out of time, but we definitely like to thank our guest, Vanessa Ruelas with Wyckoff Realtors, for sharing her inspirational story with us, Lili.
I loved it. She really empowered me to get out there and pursue my goals. And of course, we're going to also thank Carmelino Cruz, who came all the way from Palomar College. I loved it.
It was, and as well as the fantastic duo, husband and wife, the Martinez team, Angelica and Robert, serving the Hispanic community in the South Bay.
Of course, and we want to thank all our guests and want to thank you for watching today.
For more content, please head over to our website, somosunotv.com.
Don't forget to follow us on social media, my favorite, Instagram.
Hasta la vista.
See you later, guys.